Hello and welcome to Shifting Gears, and this is the new 2024 Hyundai Alcazar facelift with prices starting from rupees 14.99 lakhs. Now, as we all know, the Hyundai Alcazar is basically a sibling to the Hyundai Creta. But with the facelift avatars, the Creta and the Alcazar now have very distinct styling identities. And now in 2024, the Hyundai Creta is a much beautiful looking car. And now this Hyundai Alcazar is also looking much more bolder and much more promising. What I really like about the new Alcazar facelift is the front end styling. It looks very nice, very bold, and I really like the straight design detailing, the very clean looking lines on the front end. Have a look at this H-shaped LED DRL. It looks very different compared to what the Hyundai Creta offers now in 2024. You also have sequential LED turn indicators over here. Right now, because this is in hazard mode, it is flashing as one unit. But otherwise, you have sequential LED turn indicators over here. You have the connected LED DRL section over here over this flattish 2D logo. And then you will notice these power bulges on the bonnet. Again, they are very nice and straight crease lines. And lower down, you have this dark chrome element, enhances the overall width of the vehicle with this, really nice and wide horizontal element. You have your camera over here because this car offers you 360-degree camera support, and even the front skid plate, that also is really wide. It runs end to end on either side. There is no cut in between. Because of that too, this Alcazar looks bold, it looks wide, and it looks like a big car from the front end. Overall, the styling is really good, but the headlamp unit, that is shared with the Creta. So your main LED headlamp for your low beam and high beam, that is conventionally placed over here on the bumper section, and this is similar to the Creta. There is no additional fog lamp that is available with this Hyundai Alcazar. In my opinion, the front end styling of this vehicle is really good, and I think it looks very Range Rover-like. But is that your opinion too? Do let me know in the comments below. When you look at this vehicle from the side profile, what enhances the overall stance and the proportions of this vehicle, that is this roof rail. You have these chunky bridge type roof rails, and you won't really carry luggage over here because you are getting a dual pane panoramic sunroof with this Alcazar facelift, so that will defy the purpose. But this adds to the overall visual height of this vehicle. You get 18-inch alloy wheels, diamond cut dual tone finish with this Alcazar facelift, and they fill up the wheel well area quite nicely. The alloy wheel design is also quite nice. And then you will notice that the body cladding on the vehicle all around is in a gloss black shade. This is not a matte textured plastic. In this wheelbase section, you will notice you have these side skid plates too, and over and above that, you still have this gloss black body cladding. The Alcazar facelift comes with front and rear disc brakes, all 4 disc brakes, and on the side profile, the cuts and crease lines remain the same, but the front end and the rear design, that is now completely different and distinct. And these alloy wheels are going to be the telltale sign that you are looking at the Alcazar facelift. And speaking about the rear end design of this Alcazar facelift, there is a lot that has changed over here as well. First, you will notice the connected LED tail lamp unit. The tail lamp signature looks very similar to the Hyundai Palisade, which is sold overseas. And then you will notice this sequential LED turn indicator. This is really wide, so it enhances the overall width of the vehicle. You have the LED tail lamp, which is connecting over here, and within this piece, you have the Alcazar branding. Over that, you have this silver finished applique, which enhances the width of the car again. And then you also have these vertical lines for your LED tail lamp. Lower down on the bumper, you will notice you have really chunky skid plates, on that rear bumper too. So it looks premium. It tries to give the Alcazar facelift a bold appearance. You have reflectors over here. These are not illuminated. And then This is your reverse parking lamp, and you also have a high mount stop lamp which is integrated within the spoiler over here. Overall, this looks very different compared to the pre-facelift model of the Hyundai Alcazar. So the front end and the rear profile of the Alcazar pre-facelift to now in this facelift avatar, it looks very different. So if you were someone who purchased a Hyundai Alcazar recently, I'm sure looking at this, you might not really feel all that happy because this looks much better in my opinion. So for a facelift in 2024, this Hyundai Alcazar is offering you quite a lot of changes, including sheet metal changes. And as of today, this car as a family SUV is offering you all that you might desire. But how is it on the inside? Let us find out. Once you step inside, this is very premium and very upmarket. Of course, the dashboard design and layout is similar to the Creta, so it is familiar territory. But the color scheme is all new and it looks much more richer over here inside this Hyundai Alcazar. On the inside, the Hyundai Alcazar offers you a pleasant experience. Everything is ergonomically spot on and the quality is top notch. First, you will notice this curvilinear screens, one for your driver's display of course and one for your touchscreen infotainment. Over here, this is similar to what you have already seen in the Creta, and depending on the drive mode that you select, you will notice that the color scheme changes and the layout also, mixes and matches a little. If I have to show you one more layout, you have to go to settings, you have to go to vehicle, you have to go to cluster, and then you have to go to theme, and then you have this option called cube. So now check out the speedometer cluster. This is a different layout that you get, an additional layout that you get in the cluster. Otherwise, you can simply link it to drive mode. The drive mode selector is over here, the rotary drive mode selector, which we already know. And all you have to do is twist it to select your drive modes. And if you want to switch to traction control modes, all you have to do is press this selector once. And once you do that, now you can select the different traction control modes which are on offer with this Alcazar facelift. Everything, all of this is very easy to understand and operate. And over here in the MID, you have a lot of information that is shared with you, and all of this is going to be very convenient to consume on the go. On the steering wheel, you have a nice leather wrap, and all of these controls are of the large size. All of these buttons are easy to operate. And on the right hand side, now you will notice controls for your level 2 ADAS, which is offered with the Alcazar facelift. You have paddle shifters as well, ergonomically placed, and over here you have these thumb contours as well. So this is going to offer you more comfort and convenience on your long road trips. In terms of functionality, everything is very, very easy. You get a 360-degree camera support, and for that you have this button over here on the center console. Once I press this, check this out, the camera feed shows up over here, and you have a 3D display over here, and you can notice that you have dynamic grid lines to help you park your Alcazar safely. And you can also select between which camera feed you want to see over here. So this is going to make your drives more convenient. Now when you look at this console over here, this is for your dual zone automatic climate control. You can set separate temperature for your front passenger, separate temperature for yourself, the driver, and you can also sync it very easily. And if you wish, you can also use voice commands. So check this out. Increase temperature.
Setting the temperature to 21 degrees.
And all of these voice commands now do not require internet connection, so it has just become more convenient. Then have a look at this center console area. Very nice brushed finish over here. Looks much more upmarket than the pre-facelift model, which got a gloss black finish over here, which showed a lot of dust and dirt. This looks very premium and very good. This is your electric park brake. This is your auto hold function. This is for your 360-degree camera. And then these buttons are also new. These are for your front seat ventilation. 3 levels of seat ventilation and very easy to operate. And this also is a more convenient button style to operate. Over here you have 2 cup holders and you have an ambient light ring over here as well. And For your drive mode selector, even over here, you have an illuminated ambient light ring. This new dual tone finish of this Hyundai Alcazar has really made a big difference. It looks much different compared to the pre-facelift Alcazar, and it looks very different compared to the new Creta facelift as well. This color is going to be very easy to maintain. It has a nice shade of brown with contrast stitching, and this color Hyundai calls it a navy shade. But do you think this is more closer to black? You let us know in the comments below. The seat looks quite nice. Just have a look at the design detailing, and of course you will notice perforation because you have seat ventilation. On the dashboard too, you have this brown color, and then lower down you have black as the dominant shade on the interior cabin, and then you have gloss black on the dashboard. You have this silver accent over here, and then there is not too much of any color play inside the cabin. So because of that, this looks very premium. It doesn't look overdone or overstyled at all. Up top, you will notice you get a dual pane panoramic sunroof, and you can control the sunroof also making use of voice commands. So check this out. Open sunroof.
Opening the sunroof.
It is very easy to control most of the features making use of voice commands now with this Hyundai Alcazar. With the 2024 Hyundai Alcazar facelift, you get a 8-way power adjustable driver and front passenger seat. But what is special for the driver are these buttons. You get 2 memory functions for the electrically operated driver seat. Behind my own driving seat position, check this out. This is the amount of space that is available. And there is decent knee room, and foot room is actually quite good, even though this seat is at its lowest. Let me get some more light inside the cabin, and check this out. One touch operation to retract this curtain below this dual pane panoramic sunroof. As you might have noticed, it becomes very light and airy inside the cabin when you have this curtain completely retracted. Of course, this can make you feel hot at times, but then to beat that kind of a hot feeling over here, especially in the second row, now the Hyundai Alcazar offers seat ventilation, and the buttons are placed on the door. And this is a very convenient placement of this button rather than having the button placed somewhere over here where it is not easily visible. You get 3 levels of seat ventilation over here in the second row. This is now offering me very good comfort, and I am a very happy passenger in the back seat of this Hyundai Alcazar. I can very easily block out the sun making use of this retractable sun curtain. I can have my snacks maybe or my iPad placed over here, so I can work on the go, and I can very easily retract this. Again, just have a look at this foot room area. I wear a shoe size 9, and I can completely slide my foot below this driver seat. So this also is convenient. And then you will notice this section which you can extend. So this is for extra thigh support. So this also makes this Hyundai Alcazar a more convenient, a more comfortable vehicle for your chauffeur driven vehicle requirements. In the second row, you have these 2 AC vents, you have 2 Type-C USB charging points, and over here you have a wireless charger, which also is a segment first. Then have a look at this seat. Isofix mounts for both these captain seats in the second row. Have a look at this seat extension again. This is how much it pops out. So this is going to definitely offer you more comfort. And then have a look at the overall design. You have this wing type headrests. These are really good looking, and they are very comfortable. Have a look at this. Say for example, if you are taking a nap, because of this extension, your head will be kept in place, so you will not wake up with an aching neck. That makes a huge difference on your long drives, and a lot of people will definitely appreciate it. This armrest on offer, this is of the retractable type, so you can even sit sideways if you want to converse with other passengers in this Alcazar. But then remember that you have to always stay buckled up whenever you are on the go. Overall, I think this second row looks and feels comfortable, premium, and it is definitely a vehicle you should consider if you want a big family car. Now you might think that this Hyundai Alcazar is not at all spacious in the second row, but what I have done is that This second row seat, I have pushed it all the way forward, and this front passenger seat, I have pulled it all the way back. What I want to highlight are these two buttons over here. So this front passenger seat, I can very easily operate making use of these two buttons. And check this out, I'm going to push it all the way forward right now, and it happens very quickly. Now have a look at this, very good space. And then if I have to push this second row seat all the way back, this is the amount of leg room that is available. And also I have a recline function. So this is the maximum recline that I get in the second row. So this is a very nice lounge like experience, and I have also extended this thigh support. So now I can have a very nice and relaxed time in the second row of this Alcazar. And of course I can stay nice and cool because I have seat ventilation. I can retract this sun curtain, and these AC vents, they are also going to ensure that the cabin stays pleasant for me throughout my journey. So I think Hyundai has really nailed it in terms of comfort and convenience for maybe chauffeur driven customers, and they will surely appreciate what this car is now offering, and it just looks so rich on the inside. Now for times when you are going to drive with a full load of passengers, let us check out the space in the third row. But first, let me tell you that the driver's seat is adjusted to my height and my driving style. I am 5 feet 8 inches in height, and I still have respectable knee room available, and foot room is actually quite good. So you will sit a little tight, especially when you know that you have to allow for more space for passengers in the third row. And now let me jump over there and tell you how much space is available. Now on long drives, the third row is going to be best suited for kids, but for a short spin, this is not too bad for an adult either. Just have a look at this. There is ample amount of headroom that is available for me. My knees are not completely pointing upwards, so this is not a squatting position at all. So I actually can spend a couple of hours over here as well. Of course, there is not too much of thigh support, but this is not bad at all. Behind this seat, which I have adjusted for my preference and being respectable for the third row occupant, I have decent amount of knee room that is available over here, and if I want, I can easily stretch my other leg between these captain seats, so it is not that I am going to be cramped throughout. And if I want, I can actually sit sideways too if it is just going to be one passenger in the third row. So you can play around with the space that is on offer for your comfort. For comfort and convenience, in the third row, you will notice you have AC vents along with an independent fan blower control. You have this quarter glass which will allow light on the inside, so you won't really feel claustrophobic. You have 3-point seat belts even in the third row. And these seats, by the way, they offer you a 50-50 split. So you can use this 6-seater variant of this Hyundai Alcazar as a 5-seater or even as a 4-seater if you completely fold the third row seats. So there is a lot of versatility that this car is going to offer you in terms of space for passengers or space for luggage. Now speaking about boot space, with the third row seats in place, and by the way, the third row is completely reclined as well. Have a look at this. I have one large sized, office bag. We have one camera backpack. I have a large cabin trolley bag. I have one duffel bag, and I also have one more backpack. So this is a lot of space that is on offer. So you can definitely go out for a road trip, for a weekend trip with so much luggage, with 6 people on board. Of course, you can store some stuff on the inside too. But if you wish, you can completely fold the third row seats and you can carry more luggage if you feel like, if you have fewer passengers. Once you get behind the wheel of this new Hyundai Alcazar facelift, things have not really changed in terms of the mechanicals. It uses the same tried and tested engine and gearbox options, and it is a reliable car for sure. Of course, the vehicle looks very different from the outside thanks to the new front and rear end design, and even the interior cabin looks way different and way more upmarket. But once you get going, once you start driving, things are as predictable as they were even before. So the variant that I am driving today is the 1.5 liter turbo petrol motor with this DCT gearbox option. Let us very quickly speak about the engine specifications. So under the hood of the variant which I am driving right now, I have a 1.5 liter turbo petrol GDI engine with ISG. This produces 160 PS of power and 253 Newton meters of torque. Coupled to this engine, you have two options, either a 6-speed manual or a 7-speed DCT. Fuel efficiency claim is 17.5 kmpl for the manual trim and 18 kmpl of mileage for this 7-speed dual clutch automatic. If you want a diesel engine, then you have an option of a 1.5 liter turbocharged CRDI motor with ISG, and this motor will produce 116 PS of power and 250 Newton meters of torque. Coupled to this engine, you have an option of a 6-speed manual or a 6-speed torque converter automatic, and mileage claim is 20.4 kmpl for the manual trim and 18.1 kmpl for the 6-speed automatic. Typical of Hyundai cars, the NVH package is far superior compared to competition. The engine stays quiet and composed at all times, and you will have a nice and relaxed drive. The car is very easy, very effortless to drive, so you have light controls, so the steering wheel is effortless, and even the ABC pedals, all the controls, they are well placed, they are well spaced out, so you have no ergonomic complaints either. The Hyundai Alcazar is a very easy to drive family SUV for sure. So if you are going to share this with your friends and family, nobody will find it difficult to get behind the wheel of this 6 and 7-seater vehicle. Compared to the Hyundai Creta, which is a 5-seater only SUV, this Alcazar doesn't really feel all that big once you are behind the wheel. So that is definitely a plus point for this Alcazar. I already mentioned that the steering wheel is nice and light, and then what really adds to the overall comfort is the ride quality. This car rides on 18-inch alloy wheels, and at highway speeds of 80 to 90 kilometers per hour, the vehicle is offering me a nice and flat ride quality, not bouncy at all, and even with 18-inch wheels, it is offering me good enough comfort. So you don't really feel too much of those thuds driving over typical Indian terrain. Of course, if you encounter really big potholes, you do have to slow down a bit, because then you might feel like the ride quality is a bit harsh, but then that is something that you have to do with almost any other premium car in today's date. Now, speaking about the mileage figure, Hyundai's claim is one thing, but speaking about the real world testing and efficiency, with this turbo petrol DCT trim that we have with us today during our review drive, we are driving it in and around Udaipur. As of now, the mileage is 10 kmpl. Now that I have just driven out of the Udaipur city, when I am out on the highway, the mileage figure is now increasing with the distance that I am covering. So I think that 14-15 kmpl should be easy if you are going out for a long road trip. And if you are going to drive it only inside the city, you might just get single-digit fuel efficiency with this Alcazar turbo petrol. In terms of overall convenience, the Hyundai Alcazar offers you seat ventilation on the front seats, and now even in the second row if you are buying the captain seat variant of this vehicle. So you will have a nice and relaxed time inside the cabin. The cabin temperature right now is at 21 degrees. I have set the automatic climate control at that temperature. It is a really hot and sunny day here in Udaipur, but I have no complaints in terms of the AC performance. Right now when I'm driving it at highway speeds, I can very easily just feather the throttle pedal, and the vehicle has enough punch. By the way, you have 3 driving modes, and you have a drive mode selector over here, a rotary knob to select the drive mode. So you have Eco, Normal and Sport, and on the speedometer cluster you can notice that you have different themes for each mode, and you also have traction control modes, by the way, so snow, mud and sand. So if you are driving this Alcazar in a tricky situation, you can select any of those modes so that you can drive more confidently, and all of this you can do on the go, on the fly. Now in 2024, along with the Hyundai Alcazar facelift, you are getting level 2 ADAS, and as you can notice, I have let the car do the job that it is supposed to.
Of course, this is only for demonstration purpose, and check this out. As soon as there is a car which has approached in my lane, the vehicle has slowed down by itself. I did not slow down this Alcazar. I am not tapping the brakes. I can set the distance that I want my car to maintain compared to the car in front of me. And check this out. We are encountering a speed breaker, and as soon as the car in front has started to roll faster, my car is also rolling faster, and I have not given any throttle input. So this adaptive cruise control function is something that I really like. And when there are cars crossing randomly, check this out, I have not tapped the brakes. It is telling me to watch out for vehicles in the surrounding, and now it has started to pick up pace again. So this level 2 ADAS definitely makes your life much more easier out on the tricky Indian streets. And right now, check this out, it has again picked up pace to the set speed. ADAS features, by the way, they are for assistance. This is not an autonomous vehicle, so don't really just set the ADAS to do what you expect it to do and forget about driving. You have to pay attention at all times. Overall, I think the Hyundai Alcazar is a very good, very well rounded off family SUV. It offers you the best of comfort. It offers you really nice and refined engines. You get all the features and maybe even more features than you might actually use in your day-to-day life, and it offers fantastic value. In terms of reliability, Hyundai has you covered in that department too. So there is quite a bit of that warranty option that you can buy and decide when you're buying this Alcazar. So you don't have to worry about your vehicle in terms of long-term ownership either. Check this out, driving around in the by lanes of Udaipur. Very easy. The steering wheel is just so light. It doesn't feel like a big SUV to drive. And if at all you think you need more eyes to confidently drive your vehicle, simply press this button and the 360-degree camera will help you maneuver this Alcazar safely and confidently. So wrapping things up, this new Hyundai Alcazar, it offers you all the latest modern tech and safety features along with level 2 ADAS, which is now available. The brakes are good, they offer you good confidence. The steering wheel is nice and light, it is very effortless, and even the ride quality, it is good for your family car requirements. So that is all that I want to share with you about this new for 2024 facelifted Hyundai Alcazar facelift. It hasn't changed much mechanically except for the addition of level 2 ADAS, but it looks very different. So do you like it? Do you dislike it? Whatever is your opinion, let us know in the comments below. Do remember to subscribe to the Shifting Gears channel, press that bell icon, and also check out the multiple short format content pieces which we have uploaded about this new Alcazar. See you soon, and always guys, drive safe.